Dun-dun-dun-dun. Hey, what's going on today, YouTube? This was an unplanned stream. I didn't plan on streaming, but I was like, okay, I might as well show and give some insight into how I make Python scripts with ChatGPT. So here we are. This is a script that I'm going to be using for one of my videos on how to do AI cloning for voice models, and I simply just need to split audio files that are longer than 10 seconds into multiple different audio files. So I went to ChatGPT to help me write a script for this to speed up the process, and here is how I usually always start it out. So you are an experienced Python developer with over 20 plus years of experience. I need a Python script that takes in a directory of audio files if any of the audio files are longer than 10 seconds, I want to split it into multiple files that are 10 seconds or shorter. As well, I would like to refrain from using FFmpeg if possible, so you don't have to download FFmpeg, which is going to take. I just don't want to download FFmpeg because it's pretty large, and it's an additional download. And then here are some possible libraries that might work. I took this from another audio slicer library, another audio slicer Python script that I was using, and here is the most important part of the prompt. Please start by asking any clarifying questions. Let's work this through step by step to be sure we have the correct answer. And so this right here, I guess you can call it kind of like a ChatGPT hack to get better answers, but it basically just allows the ChatGPT model to do its thinking behind the scenes a little bit more, and give you better outputs. So now here we have the questions, and this is where I left off before I was like, oh, maybe I should stream this or just show this on YouTube. So now let's go ahead and continue. So thank you for providing the design for we can learn for questions. Before we proceed, audio files are in a WAV format. The audio is into equal segments of 10 each. Yes, it is all right for the last audio file to be less than 10. It should just be. I should stop trying to use just simply. It should just be the remainder of the length left over. 10 should be the naming convention for split audios. Yes, retain the audio file name, but just add a suffix at the end, kind of like this, underscore x. X is the number in increment. All right, and we'll go ahead and send this, and it should give me something. So let's go ahead and open up a new file inside of VS Code. Let's create a Python environment. I'll open up a folder. Let me open up a folder. Audio. I guess I'll call this one audio splitter. Audio splitter. Go ahead and save this, and then create a new file. Save this file as audio splitter. Let me save this. py, create a new environment. Okay. And then we'll also do a requirements. Okay, now we got requirements file. I think we're providing clarifications. And here's about okay. Split audio file. Okay, calculate the audio segments. Remainder. Upper directory, split the audio. Alright, cool. It tells me how to use it. Perfect. Alright, and I actually want to do it to where it's like this. Awesome. Thank you for that. I would like the user to be able to select the audio file directory using the Windows File Explorer. Can you modify the code to suit this? And I like to do this more recently for my Python scripts so that if I'm asking for some type of directory or something like that, it just opens up a file browser so that I can just use that. It's much more user friendly in my opinion. Alrighty. Okay, TK intern. Yep. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and copy this. Throw this into the audio splitter, and then let's go ahead and install these. So pip install scipy. pip install tk. Tk inter should already be installed for Python, I believe. So it shouldn't be. I don't think I need to do anything with that. Alright, and I am blocking it, so let me move myself up to the top right corner. And yeah, so here I did the pip install. I'll do CLS here, clear it. And then for the requirements, I guess I'll do scipy. I don't think it really matters what scipy version. Yeah, TK enter should work. So let's go ahead and run this and where is there we go. It popped up a window that you can't see, but behind the scenes I am navigating to the folder where it's at, and I'm going to split it. So this is going to be an audio file that I had recorded that is longer than 10 seconds of continuous speaking. Shoot, hold on, I have to modify something real quick. Where the heck did I put it? Alright, here it is. Okay, so yeah, I just created another folder inside of my folder to select it, and I selected it, and there you can see at the bottom I've got 3 different outputs here, and here's the folder, the audio files, and here is the additional wave file. Hey there, so I am saying some stuff without any text. What I'm gonna read real quick is the GitHub for, so yeah, so as you can see, that is me speaking, and it is 23 seconds long. Let's see, let's listen to how these sound. Hey there, so I am saying some stuff without any text. What I'm gonna read real quick is the GitHub for SOVIT's SVC 4.0, which is the forked version. Okay, and I actually don't know if this is gonna cause any issues with SOVIT's SVC fork, but we'll just have to see. Of it, it says, if you do not have access to a GPU with more than 10 gigabytes of V. Alright, cool. For space is recommended for heavy. Okay, cool. That was pretty loud. So yeah, it looks like it did that correctly, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete those because I don't need those anymore. And so it looks like this works correctly. Actually, maybe I should record another one. So let me just record another one real quick to show that it works for multiple. So voice recorder, and I actually made a custom a simple voice recorder in Python so that you know, it's just I don't have to use any other recording software. So let me see if I can show this in OBS. Window capture. Make source visible. Recorder. Changeable. Alright, so here we are right here. This is my little simple voice recording app that I made. It's pretty simple. And yeah, what are we gonna read? So I gotta read something. Pick something to read. Okay, I guess I'll just read this prompt here. So we'll go ahead and record those two. Alright, here we go. You are an experienced Python developer with over 20 plus years of experience. I need a Python script that takes in a directory of audio files, and if any of the audio files are longer than 10 seconds, I want to split it into multiple files that are 10 seconds or shorter. As well, I would like to refrain from using FFmpeg if possible. Here are some possible libraries that might work from, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop that recording right there. And this audio file is 24 seconds. Perfect. So let me go ahead and move this into the folder. And audio splitter, audio files. All right. I'm gonna do this 5. Okay, 4 and 5. Alright, so audio splitter, I have 4 and 5 here, so I've got 2 different WAV files that are longer than 10 seconds, and we're going to go ahead and use this to split it. So let's go ahead and clear the terminal here and just run the code, and then we'll select this audio files folder, and here you can see. So it saved all these super quick, and I've got all these different audio files here, and perfect. So there is one more thing additionally that I would like to do. I want to delete the original audio file so that it doesn't cause any VRAM issues with Sovit's SVC 4.0. So yeah, we'll go ahead and ask the ChatGPT to do that modification. Hi Chi-Chi, thank you for the for tuning in. Yes, I use ChatGPT a lot to help speed up coding. It makes things a little bit easier, makes debugging much quicker. It simply just makes life with code way easier, and it speeds up things much faster. So yes, that is a long answer to yes. Let's see. Split audio. Hello, welcome to the chat. Thank you. Their file path name. And I'm pretty sure I could just do something like OS path. No, I don't want to remove their OS. Pretty sure I could do something like that. So let me go ahead and save these somewhere else so that it doesn't accidentally delete them. And go ahead and clear these guys here. And we'll see if this does it. Select audio files. And there's nothing in there, that's why. Let me copy these into audio files. Hey, welcome in, Luz. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I have them in audio files here, so let's go ahead and rerun that. And select audio files. All right, there we go. So now I didn't have to use ChatGPT for this one because this one was a simple remove. So just OS remove the file path for the split audio. But yeah, that is a quick little application for this, and that probably took, honestly, that just took to get a working Python script for it. It took like 5 minutes. So that is honestly how long it took. What took longer was getting the audio files. But let me just make sure that all these are good. Let's see. Hey there, so I am saying some stuff without any text. What I'm going to read real quick is the GitHub for, so it's SVC 4.0, which is the forked version. Okay. The space is recommended for heavy users. Alrighty, so for my work from, yeah. Alright, so cool, perfect. This works, and I am satisfied with it, so we are basically done. I'm gonna delete these ones right here. So let me exit out of this simple voice recorder, and yeah, that's a quick insight into how I make Python scripts with ChatGPT. Simply the most important part of any, at least for in my discovery of using ChatGPT for anything, is this: let's work this through step by step to be sure we have the correct answer. And then also, if you're doing code or if you're asking it to help you out with anything, this please start by asking any clarifying questions is huge in order to make sure that you cover all of the stuff that you need, because often ChatGPT is more insightful than you are when you're asking a question about making something. So if let me just go ahead and just show real quick, if I ran this without these, what would happen. So let's go save and submit. So let me see how. Yeah, so let's see. Wave. Iterate all the files and specify directory and chase calculates turns. Oh, well, this is this actually isn't too bad. It actually incorporated the remove the original file if split successfully part in there without me even having to specify that. So there's an example of actually ChatGPT being pretty insightful itself. But this would work. This would work just fine. Split the audio file directory. But in my experience, if in my experience, when you use this part of the prompt, it'll allow you to just get to the endpoint a little bit more detailed and a little bit more smoother, so that you understand kind of what's happening. Because the previous one, you kind of have to go through it a little bit more to see what's happening, but here it kind of comments everything as needed. So yeah, basically they were the same one. They were the same Python scripts, but yeah, would I use this one? This one will work just fine, so it doesn't really matter too much. If you're, well, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter too much. It does definitely matter. So yeah, that's just one thing that I like to add to my prompts, and it helps me out quite a ton to make sure everything is smoother. But yeah, don't want to ramble on too much. I have a video to record. I have like an hour before I go to work, so I don't know if I can get it done in that time. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream, so see you later. Thanks for tuning in.